Wolf is back for a double ball challenge. His putts here. One missed to the right, the other stayed short. My putts going a different way than Wolf. Rolling down, both right of the hole. And in decent spots, Danny. Can he find it for a double hole in one to start this round? His putts both rolled to the top, rolling over. One down the left side, the other down the right. Has those for two. Danny's putt here, rolled it in for two, a good save. Can he do it again? Missed it to the left. Gonna tap it in for three, up to five. Wolf, in for two, this one for two. Left it short, gonna tap it in for three, also up to five. If I make both of these here, I take the lead, rolled in my first one, second one for two, got it, up to four. On to hole two. My putts here. One bounced back. The other dropped out. Right over the edge. Wearing the Golden Knights merch today. Can I get the win? Danny also wearing it as well. Wolf's putts both rolled down to the right there. Danny did the same thing. In tricky spots. Danny's putt here. Can he save it? Whipped it in up to seven. Now for two on his other one, right over the edge. Gonna tap it in for three, up to 10. My putt here, gonna tap it in for two, up to 6. All twos for me so far. Wolf rolled it in for two, up to 7. My putt here, off the fin and blocked out. Oh no. Now for three, off the wall, missed in front of the hole. Gonna tap it in for 4, up to 10. Wolf for the lead. His putt here off the back wall. Just missed it. Gonna tap it in for 3 and lipped out. Wow, a slow lip out there. Wolf up to 11. On to hole 3. My putts here in the double ball challenge. One dropped in, the other just missed for a double hole in one. Danny, his putts. Does he have it? No, both missed on the other side. Wolf, down by 1 to the lead. Coming into this hole, his putt right over the edge. The other stayed short. Now for 2. Got it. Gonna tap the other in up to 15. Playing well to start this round. Danny, in for 2. His other one got it up to 14. My putt for the lead. Rolled it in up to 13. On to hole 4. Danny's putts here, bounced back to the tee. Oh no. Now for 2. This one, rolled it over that time. The other made it over as well. How did they end up? Both right by the hole. Wow, that might be a new line. We'll see. My putt here went the safe route, but both ended up behind the fin. Wolf, his putts rolling down. One has a look. The other rolled back to the tee. Now for 2. Rolled back down, and it's going to stay in the center. Blocked out for his 3. This ball for 2. Pushed it to the right. Danny going to tap it in for 3, but missed it. Now for 4. Longer putt than he had before. Got it. This one in for 3, up to 21. Wolf for his 3. Didn't have an angle. Good leave there. In for 4, up to 19. This one for 3. Got it up to 22. Down 1 to Danny. My putt here for 2. Rolled it out. This one got a bounce off the wall right over the edge. Wow, a lot closer than I thought. Gonna tap them both in for 3. On to hole 5 in this double ball challenge. I have a 2-shot lead over Danny, 3 over Wolf. My putts here both bounce back. That one right next to the hole. Danny, his putts rolled through the tire, missed my ball. Almost hit his other ball there as well. And in 2 different spots. Wolf, his putts with some speed, bounced back. Rolled past Danny's ball, the other in the sun. Wolf for his 2 would be a big save right over the edge. In for 3, up to 25. His other one for 2, a big putt here. Lipped it in up to 27. My putt in for 2. This one got it up to 23. Danny for his 2. Pushed it. This one for 2. Got it. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 26. On to hole 6. My putts here. 1 made it in. Rolled out. Right over the edge again. The other one rolling down and out the right side. Danny, his putts trying to make a comeback here. Bounced out of the hole. The other rolled down to the right as well. Wolf down by 4 to the lead. His putts here. 1 stayed short, rolled back down. The other missed the hole and out by Danny. Danny's going to go first here. This one for 2. Rolled it in. Can he do it again? Got it to go up to 30. Wolf, his putt. Missed it to his right. This one, can he find the line? Missed to the right as well. Gonna tap them both in for 3 up to 33. My putt for 2. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for 3. The other for 2. Got it up to 28. On to hole 7 in this double ball challenge. The over the head hole. Danny's putts here. Rolling down. Can he get a bounce? Missed to the left on both. My putts here in the lead right now. Will it stay that way? Rolling down. Need a good roll out. Dropped out. Got a good bounce. Missed to the right. Hit each other there. The other rolled onto the next tee box. Wow, a lot going on there. Wolf, his putt taking a new line here. It's going to roll down the small ramp. And it's going to stop right next to the hole. His other one. Can he get a big enough bounce off the wall for a hole-in-one? Off Danny's ball. Stayed right by his other. Now for 2. Got it. This one for 2. Rolled it in up to 37. Wolf's fired up. Danny, got it. This one for 2. Missed it. Now for 3. Rolled it in up to 35. My putt. In for 2. Now the other one that rolled onto the next tee. Got a bad bounce onto the green. In for 3 up to 33. On to hole 8. Wolf down by 4 to the lead. Both made it in the bucket. A chance for a double hole-in-one here on hole 8. Wolf's putts rolling down. Just missed it. The other stopped on the edge. Wolf can't believe it. Danny, his putts here. One bounced out of the bucket, back to the tee, kicked by the hole. In a good spot, the other's rolling down. Can he find it here? Off Wolf's ball, almost knocked him in. But both stopped right by the hole. Wolf can't believe his didn't fall. My putts here. Both missed. One behind the chicken, the other by the hole there. Wolf gonna tap both of his in for 2 up to 41. Playing well to finish the front 9. My putt here rolled back to me. Now for 3, just had to roll it out. I don't have a look here for my 4th, and it's gonna roll by now. This one for 2, rolled it in. This for 5. Got it up to 40. Danny, his putt here lipped out. Wow, gonna tap it in for 2 there. The other for 3. A close one here. Wow. On to hole 9 in the double ball challenge. Wolf's putts both missed to the left. One rolled back to the tee. A close leaderboard. Danny and I tied at 40. Wolf down just 1. His putt here. Can he save it for 2? Made it in the center. Dropped out right over the edge. Danny, his putts both missed to the right. They're going to stay there and roll down right of the hole. He's going to have a good look for 2 with that one. This one dropped out off his other ball. My putts here. One found the center. The other rolled back down to the tee. Oh no, can I find it for a hole-in-one? Dropped out. Missed it. Right by Wolf there. Now for my 2 would be a big save. Made it in the center again. Rolling down. But wait, got stuck on top. In a tricky spot now. Was able to knock it down for 3. Would be a big save. My putt here dropped out. Missed on the other side. Wow, just not my hole. Some unlucky breaks the last few holes. Danny's up to 44. Wolf, his putt here, pushed it. His other one for 3 now on this one. Got it. Gonna tap the other in for 3. Up to 47. Down by 3 to the lead. My putt. Got it for 2. This one for 4. Up to 46. On to the back 9 we go. Danny's putts here. Now in the lead. One miss to the left. The other not enough speed. Wolf. His putts. Needs a big bounce off the wall. Stayed behind it there. My putts here. After a few unlucky breaks the last few holes. Both missed to the left. Easy tap in for 2. This one for 2. Got it up to 50. Wolf in for 2. Danny didn't have a backswing there. Rolled it out now for 3. Got it up to 47. This one to stay in the lead. Bounced off the top of his other ball. Gonna tap it in for 3. Up to 50. Wow, Wolf to be within 1 of the lead. Rolled it in. On to hole 11. A close leaderboard in the double ball challenge. Wolf down by 1. So close to a hole in 1. My putts here. Both on a good line, but not enough speed. Gonna tap it in for 2. Up to 52. Danny, a chance to take the lead here. His putts missed them both. Easy looks for 2. Rolled it in that time. That one got it up to 54. Wolf in for 2. This one to stay down by 1 to the lead. Left it short. Gonna tap it in for 3. Just down 2 to Danny. My putt here. Right over the edge. Too much speed. Gonna tap it in for 3. On to hole 12. Danny now in the lead by 1 over me, 2 over Wolf. His putts here both made it to the top, rolling down. Missed to the right, the other on a similar line, and into the corner. A tricky putt from there. Wolf, his putts. One rolled back down to the tee, the other has a chance for a hole-in-one. We've never seen a hole-in-one on this hole yet. Rolling down, missed to the right. Got a bounce off the back. Now for 2 with this one. Made it to the top. Rolling down on a good line. Missed to the right as well. Right by his other ball. My putts. Trying to take the lead here. Rolling down the left side. Kick towards the hole. Off the hole and bounced out the other. Barely stayed in play. Can I make it for 2? No, pushed it. This one for 2. Got it. Gonna tap it in for 3. Up to 60. Wolf, his putt here. Pushed it. His other one, a big putt. Missed to the right as well. In for 4. This one for 3. Got it. Up to 63. Danny for his 2. Pushed it. It's a tricky putt. Danny again on the same line. Missed to the right. Gonna tap them both in for 3. Up to 60. 6 holes to play in this double ball challenge. Danny and I tied at 60. Wolf down just 3. Danny's putts here. Rolled down. Missed to the right. His other one. Dropped off the ramp. Dropped in for a hole-in-one. Up to 61. Calling this his challenge. Wolf, his putts here. Can he find either for holes-in-one? Dropped down with some speed. Rolled by the other. Rolling around still. Dropped out. Lipped out for a hole-in-one. My putts here. Rolling down. Was tied with Danny coming into this hole. Can I take the lead here? Tie it up again. Rolling around. Chasing each other here. Drop down on a good line. Just missed to the left. The other missed to the right. Gonna tap them both in for 2. Up to 64. Wolf for his 2. Got it up to 65. His other one, a big putt here. Rolled it in up to 67. Danny for the lead. Got it to go up to 63. On to hole 14. My putts here. One bounced onto the other hole. The other stayed by the hole there in a tough spot. Danny His putts rolled around after a hole-in-one on the last. Got a good bounce. Dropped in for a hole-in-one again. Up to 64, Wolf. His putts with some speed. Bounced back in tricky spots under the tire there. The other still some work left for two. My putt here. Trying to get a bounce off the wall. Off the other. Needs to slow down to avoid the stairs. And stayed there. Now for my three. On a good line, right over the edge. Gonna tap it in for a 4 up to 68. This one for 2. Walked it in up to 70. Danny, after the hole-in-one, rolled it in for 2. A 4-shot lead over me, Wolf. Tricky putt here from under the tire. Now for 3. Can he save it? Yes, up to 70. This one for 2 on the way. Pushed it. Gonna tap it in for 3. Wolf up to 73. On to hole 15. The longest hole on the course. Danny's putts rolling down the right side. On good lines, but need to go. One missed to the left. Made it to the hole. The other stayed short. Wolf. His putts. One with some speed. Got a bounce off the back. Missed to the right. Got a big bounce there. The other stayed short. My putts here, trying to make a comeback down by 4 with 4 holes to play. Rolling down the left side, got a bounce to the right. But too big of a bounce there. The other stayed to the left. Danny for his 2, rolled it in up to 68. This one got it up to 70. Wolf for his 2, had to hit it lefty off his other ball. Moved it forward. This one for 3. On the way, needs to go. Left it short. This ball for 2. Off his other ball again. Just keeps hitting each other there. This one on the way. Stop just short. This for 3. Off his other ball. Kick to the right. Gonna tap it in for 5. This one for 4 up to 82. My putt rolled it in for 2. A big putt here to stay down by 4 to the lead. Lipped it in up to 74. On to hole 16. 3 holes to play. Can Danny hang on to a 4-shot lead? His putts in decent spots. My putts here. Can I find it for a double hole-in-one? Dropped in the 2. The other stayed just short. Wolf. His putts here. One stayed on the right side. The other made it down by the hole. Now for 2. Off the right wall. Off the back wall. And has a look for 3. My putt here, gonna tap it in for 2 up to 78. Wolf rolled it in for 2. This one for 3. Got it up to 87. Danny rolled it in for 2. And to keep a 4-shot lead with 2 holes to play, rolled it in up to 74. On to hole 17 in this double ball challenge. You are not gonna want to miss the 18th hole. Danny's putts here. One rolled back down to the tee. This one has a chance at a hole-in-one. Dropped down the cones and missed it. My putts here, trying to make a comeback down by 4. Both made it to the top, rolling down. Dropped down the right side. The other missed on the other side. Wolf, his putts. One made it to the top. The other rolled back down to the tee. Can he find it for a hole-in-one? Needs a good rollout here. And missed it. Now to save his 2 would be a big save. Made it to the top. Rolling over. A chance for 2. Dropped down and rolled past his other ball. Danny. His putt here for 2 after it rolled back down to the tee. Rolling through the cones. Dropped out and not on line. In for 2 there. This one for 3. A big putt. Got it up to 79. My putt in for 2. The other one to make up a shot on this hole heading into the 18th and missed it. Gonna tap it in for 3 up to 83. Wolf, his putt in for 2. This one for 3. Lipped out. Gonna tap it in for 4 up to 93. On to hole 18. It all comes down to this. Scores range from 2 to -5. Wolf's putts here. Both made it to the top, rolling down. Looking for the -5 to have a chance here. Drop down the 2. His other one Found the 1. So a 96 for Wolf. My putts going for the -5 as well. We agreed if 1 gets stuck on the nails, it counts as a 2. My putts here rolling down. 1 got stuck. So a 2 for me on that ball. This one bounced off the -5 and into the 0. An 85 for me. Danny, his putts, hoping he hits my ball. Otherwise, I'm taking that 2. And they both missed mine. Rolling down, found the 1, his other, heading for the -5. Bounced over it and down the 2. An 82 for Danny, the winner of the double ball challenge.